It's your favorite YouTube dealer. Cause I've been getting so much love from the Sneako fans, I felt like we had to do another video. I saw the homies Abbott and Preach drop something, and I felt like we gotta dive into this and check a little bit of this out together. I have a link down below if you wanna watch the entirety of the video, but I love their content. They're logical, and honestly, I feel like we think of things in a very similar way. So I don't wanna waste too much time for the Sneako fans that are here, excited to see what we're gonna say about this. So let's dive in, let's find out.
Some of the stuff my man was doing was wild. Him talking about another female creator and then simulating himself banging her, okay, on a platform for a good 30 to a minute, okay, is wild.
Then I flew to Bucharest, Romania to meet with Andrew Tate and be on his podcast, and they hit me with the cyberbullying strike for a viral video that was uploaded 2 months ago. If it's not obvious, anything can be labeled as cyberbullying and anything can be labeled as harassment.
It's just, he glossed over the cyberbullying stuff, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about.
You know what's so funny about the internet? It hides the fact, and like this feminist garbage hides the fact that she's attracted to that guy making the videos. It is what it is. Girls, you could vouch for it. You know it's true. She would. She would. And you know what's just true? What's so predictable? You could tell by the way she's talking that she hasn't been properly in a long time. It's been a while. So she's on the internet making this garbage video, promoting all this feminist garbage to your fucking lonely girls in the comment section. What you really need, Chad, is some yeah, shut up with your feminism. Yeah, come here. That's what you need. And she's gonna go, that's what you need. You need some sense fuck back into you. And you know what they're gonna do right after I did that? They're gonna clip that part and say I'm an incel problematic, but you know it's true. You can hear it in her voice. She hasn't been properly in too long, and now you make no sense. That's what happens, man.
Bro, this man simulates sex like a virgin, okay? But moving past that.
It might be one of the wildest things in the world that you do that and you don't think that there should be repercussions. In what world do you live in? I'm gonna need some people to comment down below if you actually think that that shouldn't have got him in trouble. Now I understand that people are like, yo, freedom of speech and he can set that, this, that, the third. Please go to work tomorrow, go to your boss and simulate you having sex with one of your female coworkers just like that. Comment down below and let me know how it goes. If you could record it, put something up, hidden camera, whatever it is you gotta do, I wanna see it. I promise you it's not gonna go well. Now I understand that people are like, oh, well, he's his own boss, and I get it. We get on YouTube, and me, myself, I'm like, yo, I'm self-employed. I'm doing this myself. I'm in control, and for the most part, I am in control. I could put what content I want out. I could go live when I want. I could do the things that I want, set my schedule to an extent. All of that kind of stuff is definitely in my control, but I still kind of work for Google. Like if you take Google away in YouTube, I don't have a platform. I don't have a place to put this video I'm recording right now. I don't have an audience that's gonna get notified to then come and watch my video. I don't have an algorithm to push it in front of new people to have them see me and then come and watch my stuff. So I am an employee of Google as much as I don't want that to be the case. And it's not gonna work any different than any other job. In fact, you get so much more leniency. The fact that he only got a strike for something like that. I mean, is there any other place in this world you go to work? Like if I go to AT&T and I did that, I'm not getting a strike. Like it might take some time because they have a union and they got to go through the HR, but I promise you, I'm out of there. So the fact that he was able to even do that and still be on the platform to do other stuff to then get banned, it blows my mind. Like how many chances do you think that you get? It just makes no sense to me to see stuff like this, which I didn't even know that was a clip. I had no idea this happened. I'm still on the side of I don't want to see people removed. But I also see this and I'm like, bruh, like I can't go to war for you. People can't go to war for you when you are literally shooting yourself in the foot. Like I can defend this was misinformation and okay, let's debate it. We can prove it wrong. All this other stuff. This is a whole different ball game. This is a whole different even the Sneako fans to an extent got to see this a little bit. I mean, watching that back, there was a lot of L's in his own chat.
Oh no!
Watch the Apple and Peach video he did about you, bro. These blue pill people only focus on the shit that, bro, you know what is newsworthy and what Abba and Priest should be about if they're a commentary channel who cares about free speech? They should have made a video talking about the fact that I got deplatformed off of most of these social media sites. But he didn't. It doesn't matter. He'll get on calls and be like, oh, I care about you. I want you to do well. I don't want your platform to be taken away. I just want to see you make money. Okay.
First off, you're already taking an L because you're eating a drumstick with a fork. Fucking backwards ass weirdo.
Shout out to the guy that made the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme because I feel like he knew Sneako was in our future. The song is so perfect for him.
If you really care about what I'm talking about, you should have made a video talking about how I got deplatformed.
I can't listen to
If
it.
I really care about you making money, I should know. I cared about you keeping your career and going well, so I gave you advice to not get deplatformed. I find it so funny that you get on your final video and you're like, oh man, they deleted my second channel. Like, you're acting surprised. I told you this was gonna happen. I told you you're gonna lose everything. Jadion told you. Desi, all these people were telling you what was gonna happen. That's how you show somebody they care. Not after they fucked up, but before. When you warn them, bro, you going too fast. That's how you show somebody you care. I didn't have to tell you nothing.
This is one of the parts that bothers me the most about Sneako. Little by little, I've been following this whole situation with KSI, with the different people, and everybody has been warning him and telling him that he's moving mad. He's crazy. He's like, it comes to a point where like, it's your fault. I feel like a lot of you guys watching this can relate and think of a friend at some point in life where you may have given advice, or maybe you were that friend and you realize it now, but you were given advice or you gave advice and you try to tell somebody, hey, listen, this is not gonna work, or maybe it's from past experience of your own, whatever the case is, and the person just keeps going and doing what they do, and then they come to, oh, well, now I want help now that I'm in this situation. I'm sorry, but like that's at that point it's on you. It's almost like a version of like The Boy Who Cried Wolf. It's just like you kept taking these steps and everybody in town is yelling, don't go out of town, you're gonna get got. And my man just kept taking steps like it's not real life.
These are 2 videos now. What have you not heard?
Accountability.
Okay. All the bad things are happening to you because the outside world's a problem. All right, young man. Okay, well, you carry on living like that. That's great. While you telling these women accountability, I haven't seen you take it a single time. Not once. Not once, but good job. Actually, no, he did do it once. When the Muslims cucked him into apologizing. Yeah. And he had to go religion to people. Now he took it.
They gained up.
Yeah, when somebody's about to smack him. Yeah.
I love Jews, though.
Stop. Hold on. New rule for you,
I can't
Sneako.
love
Right?
Jews.
No rule for you. You are not allowed to make fun of any religions on my stream until you make fun of Islam. After you do that, you're free to make fun of whatever you want, okay?
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Ma'alul ala Abdullah al-Halala, ma'alul al-Shuara, min inshallah.
2 hours later.
Because I talk a lot about wanting to convert to Islam. I've always talked about how the religion that I identify with the most is Islam.
I just had to use a small piece of it again. He gives us so many situations that this music is just relevant. Now, that aside, this is probably I loved this situation. I remember watching this as it happened. I think he even had a live stream where he had 2 Muslims with him on the stream so he could then in person show respect, and he talked about it on the. It was probably one of the most epic moments in Sneako's career. Now, I don't have any problem with him apologizing. I just think that I love when people get karma. My man thought it was one big joke to make fun of a religion that people take very seriously. And even if they didn't, I don't know why you have to make fun of somebody's religion. It's just, I'm not a religious person. I like to think of myself as agnostic. I keep my mind open. I don't know. And maybe I'll never know, but I also can't really prove one way or the other. So I'm gonna stick around there. But as far as like someone's religion, if they have a faith, they have a belief, it helps them get through life, whatever it is, or benefits they get from it. Why is it like my place to sit here and bash it and be like, well, let me make fun of this or that, or you guys do this, and then, you know, when that comes back on you, I feel like, listen, I have no problem with him apologizing, but if you're gonna do it, stand your ground. With almost everything else he says, he acts like that's what his mentality is. I'm gonna stand my ground. I believe in what I say until it becomes violent or he thinks that something could go left, and then it's like, yeah, you know, I might get a little shifty in those beliefs.
Since the beginning of my streaming, the mantra I kept repeating to my chat was that freedom of speech is dead, and if they censor it, it's true. And since then, they got me for 3 strikes, and that's why they terminated everything, not just my second channel, but my main channel and any fan channel with my name in it. So I posted a YouTube short on my main channel saying, hey guys, I can't stream for 2 weeks, I'll see you soon. And YouTube hit me with the circumvention strike, and that's how they were able to delete everything off the platform. It's an excuse.
Okay, you saying it's an excuse isn't accurate. The rules in place because they don't want you continually posting to your audience, okay? You're already on thin ice. They gave you the 3rd strike, okay? You're already on thin ice. You post again, doesn't matter what it is that you post. If they told you you can't post, but you post elsewhere, they go come for that is. They're already watching.
Thank you. See, this is why I love these guys. They're logical. I'm so tired of Sneako and his fans pushing this narrative that he got banned for every reason but the actual reason that he got removed. Yes, they got him with different misinformation strikes. I don't know what those clips are. Again, I'm not going to speak directly on what he said, if it's this, if it's that. There's a lot that goes into that. But that wasn't why he got removed from YouTube. Just like he said himself on the No Jumper podcast, YouTube removed Andrew Tate with no strikes, no anything. He got multiple strikes. So they were giving him opportunities and chances. And I get that some people are like, well, other YouTubers like Speed, I think, or somebody, like they've posted on their other account when they've gotten a strike and they didn't get removed from YouTube. First of all, just like with everything in life, all the stuff that breaks the rules or the law, it's not always caught. People that murder people get away with it. So yes, there's probably YouTubers who have done stuff that was against their suspension and they got away with it. Does it mean that what they did didn't break the rules? No, they just happened to get away with it. Whether or not YouTube didn't notice it, YouTube wasn't watching them as closely because Sneako has obviously put himself in the sphere of, we need to watch this guy. We also can't deny the fact he has a lot of people that don't like him, that will watch his video and report it. He even had that other YouTuber tell all of his fans to go report Sneako's content. So the fact we're not taking any of that into account is kind of weird. And yes, at times it's not always fair. If someone gets caught for something that somebody else did and they got away with, it's not always fair. But there's also different rules for different strikes. And I think that people don't understand that aren't YouTubers either. Like, I've gotten a strike before and I was actually able to stream and still post content. Because it depends on what the strike is around. What is it, like, what is the information? What did you do? What is, like, there's different situations that will allow for different rules within your suspension. So maybe Speed was actually allowed to post if he posted while he had a suspension. Like, these are things that people don't take into account. And obviously Sneako is going to make it seem one very specific way. So this is something, again, that people don't understand.
There's a difference between two things. There's what's right and what's smart. Is this right? You can make the case for either or, but I would probably on the fact that I don't like people being deplatformed, whether I like it or hate them. Same thing I said for Fresh and Fit. I would say for this, I don't think they should be deplatformed. However, if you're asking me what's smart, this is so incredibly stupid. And a lot of the things that you did were incredibly fucking stupid. I'm telling people, be smart. If that's that's not me. That's you understanding you have an opportunity to help folks, influence folks, do whatever you want. If you are just diplomatic, but folks don't want to do diplomacy. They want their way or the highway. Well, guess what? You work for a company. You don't want to negotiate. You don't want to be diplomatic. Well, they're going to tell you to take a hike because they don't need you.
That's a fact. That's just like I was saying earlier. And they don't need us. You know how many people want to be YouTubers? And the funny thing about it is it's just like Abba said, I don't want to see Sneako removed. I don't want to see any of these people removed. I've fought for the other side of it, actually. I feel like we can have the debate, the dialogue. And honestly, removing them makes people like Sneako's fans go even crazier. Yo, look, he's right. They're trying to hide him. And then when I just have a discussion about one point of it, they immediately am like, yo, you're a hater. And that's the funniest thing, that a lot of these fan bases, they don't understand that life is very nuanced. I can actually agree with a lot of what Sneako says. I don't agree with everything. He says some wild stuff, but some of the stuff about getting your life to, like, there's things that he says that I can agree with, and I don't want him removed. But because I can say, look, he got himself removed because he did something stupid, they're immediately like, well, you're a hater. You're a hater. And that's a weird thing in 2022. It's like if you're a fan of somebody, it's like you now have to just blindly follow everything, make an excuse for every bad thing that they do, and just ultimately back them no matter what. And it's just, that's not reality. Like, every person that I back, including Abbott and Preach, there's times they put out a video and I'm like, you know what? I don't agree with that opinion. So for me, it's just weird that people have this very black and white approach to things. Like, I can't appreciate certain things Sneako says, but also point out dumb things because it means that I ultimately just hate him. And it's like, yo, y'all are really weird for that.
You know, during our discussion, I was telling him, like, yo, listen, after some time, you know, fucking every woman on the planet, it just gets boring. Like, you ain't trying to get new pussy.
I remember that shit.
He's like, nah, it's just you getting older, whatever. I said, okay, whatever. You don't want to listen, don't listen. You like fucking Sneako?
We all do, yeah.
You like fucking new pussy?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, that shit gets old.
Nah.
100%.
Nah.
100%. And I could point to you hundreds of players who are online right now who have videos of them telling you new pussy gets old. In fact, how about I tell you this one? And this is something even Andrew Tate says. This is something even Andrew Tate says. All right. Sex becomes overrated after time.
No, it's overrated now.
Yeah. He says new pussy. He's like, why do you think that is?
Because you get used to it. It becomes like when you eat the same food over and over again, it becomes boring. That's why you get new. That's why you get new pussy, so you spice it up. Or keep upgrading.
But guess what? After you had enough new pussy, there is no more new pussy.
There's always,
you understand?
There's always new pussy.
No, you think that. After you've had a few dimes, you realize dimes ain't nothing. After you've had some baddies, you realize baddies ain't nothing.
So what do you
Why do you think so many of these dudes, as they get older in life, they stop talking about this shit nearly as much?
Because they get older and they're less testosterone.
It's not even that. It's you realize, like, bruv, the payout ain't worth the work in.
Because you get tired. You get older, you don't have as much energy. You get, bleh.
Dude goes to Bucharest, sits in front of Andrew Tate. What do you think Andrew Tate tells him?
I don't give a shit. You can give me the baddest bitch on the planet, the most beautiful girl on the planet. I don't care. I don't even know who she is, but she's out there somewhere, and she could DM me on Instagram, and I could look at her and go, wow, you're absolutely beautiful. But if she tries to meet me in a scenario that I think it's a setup, or if she says something I really don't like, I'm sorry, goodbye.
Right.
Fuck you. What is it's pussy? It's sex. Who cares? It's a black hole. Hedonism is a black hole, and you can go down it forever, but you'll never be satisfied or satiated when you just go down the black hole of hedonism. There has to be a point where you wake up and realize, no matter how much pussy I fuck, this hole is going to stay as large and black as it is now, and that's just the way the game is. And you get to a point where you finally just say, I know I can fuck girls. I've fucked enough of them, and this is just not that fun anymore.
So this is interesting. There's a lot that I took from this little clip right here. The fact that Sneako was so quick to debate ABBA, but then when Andrew Tate brings up a very similar concept, he doesn't really say anything. So for me, that's somebody that I personally would never really want to follow, because it doesn't seem like he's open to taking in information, right? Unless it comes from a very specific person or specific people. It's like, I'm going to debate and I'm going to deny it, but if this person tells me, then suddenly I'm on board with it. To me, that's kind of a weird person, because that tells me that you might actually get good information at some point, and you're just going to completely ignore it unless somehow it gets funneled to you through these few people.
I think if you can only take advice based off of who says it, then you're probably not most apt when it comes to learning. I can hear good things come out of people I even disagree with.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can learn from people I disagree. Yeah. I can be like, you know what you're saying there is true. That makes sense. Or maybe that's something I got to think about, right? Plenty of time.
That's where people call us, we're sitting on the fence and shit. Like, it's not a sport where everything your team does, you're with that shit.
True.
You choose a camp and you rock. I wear those colors. I bleed that. And every decision that team makes, you're like, yeah, even if that doesn't make no sense. You know what I mean? So, yeah, maybe people think, oh, yeah, you're just sitting on the fence, but it's not really what it is.
That's a fact. And I feel him so much on what he just said. And that's how I feel when I talk in a lot of these videos, because it seems like a lot of topics nowadays are just, it's strongly you're one side or you're the other side. It doesn't seem like there's that many people that I would call logical people that kind of look at all the information and say, okay, it's probably somewhere more in the middle. Let's discuss it. Let's debate it. Let's look at the sides and what makes sense on each of them and come to like an actual conclusion. Nowadays, you just got to be like, yo, I'm rocking over here or I'm rocking over there. And politics is probably the most divided, far left, far right. It's really disgusting, and it turns me off from life. This is one of the reasons why I am a huge fan of Abba and Preach's videos, because they will say, this makes sense over here, and this kind of makes sense, but a lot of this is bullshit. Despite the fact that it seems like the majority of people are on either of those sides and probably are going to feel a certain type of way about it, I like that they just put it out there. And that's how I've always felt about stuff. And I put it out there as well. Sometimes I do overthink it. I'll never put videos out lying about how I feel, but maybe I'm like, yo, should I put this out? It's just like the world is in a weird place right now. And it's crazy to me, because I honestly feel like a lot of the people that may disagree, we probably have a lot of common ground, but we're so stuck in these ideologies of it's got to be one way or the other that we're losing like just the reality of just the situations of life, of whatever it is. And I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's wild. But I had fun checking out this video. Shout out to Abba and Preach. They always make some really dope content. I had fun diving through it, little clips here and there. If you want to check theirs out, link down in the description. I do appreciate you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Take it easy. Stay safe. I'll catch you next video, homies. I don't care about a struggle. I've been asking for a fight. I need adversity to thrive. I'm trying to crash before the flight. I got a lot of people doubting me. That's just been my life. So I learned to persevere and not react to what they type. It's been a long road coming. That's just what they write. But it's been feeling like it's real, so I've been asking for my life. Trying to shine until I can. If you ask me, I go twice, but I've been stuck in back the line trying to imagine what it's like. Come on.